The Continental knit stitch looks like this. Use your fingers to push your stitches up toward the tapered part of the needle. It's going to be easiest to knit when we come up here. And let's get really close so I can show you. Now I always like to slip the first stitch, so just pass it from the left needle to the right hand needle without knitting it. Leaves a nice edge. You've probably heard me say that 100 times by now, since we're at the end. So insert your right hand needle into the front of the stitch like you normally knit, and this time take the needle around the back like that of your yarn. Put your pointer finger right on it, just like that, holding it. Take that loop and pull it down and through your stitch. Push the needle all the way back up. We don't want to be stopping right here. Go ahead and push the needle through like that. And then take everything off and use your fingers on your right hand to move the stitch down, and you've just done a Continental knit stitch. So this is the part that most people ask me about. Wait a minute, what happens right here? So the needle comes into the stitch from the front through to the back. The needle comes around to the right and behind that strand of yarn right there. You can see we're putting a new stitch on the needle right there. Put your finger on here to hold it. And off. I'll just show you a few more times. And you can see that I'm pushing my stitches up as I go. I don't ever want to be down here trying to knit like this. I'd be stretching them, try to get them off. Okay, so push your stitches up to the taper part. So just so you're not afraid that they're going to fall off, put that finger right there on to hold it there. You can even put your thumb on there, whichever one feels most comfortable. Put a finger right on that stitch. Now you can see it's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere no matter how I tug on it, right? I'm holding on. Good. Okay, so the needle comes around the back of that loop and comes through. You can see you don't have to put your finger on it. If it feels stable enough, then you're fine. So notice that I've got my little U back here like we talked about, and it's not up like this, pressed against the back of the needle like that. Like that, because right there the yarn is pressing on the needle and it's really going to get in the way if we're trying to knit like this with the yarn close. So what I want you to do is hold your hand like that, almost horizontal, with the finger far away from you. That way, see how much distance there is between the needle and the yarn? So we come in here and there's plenty of maneuvering room. Another mistake I see people make is that they go around the wrong way. They go in like this. They want to sort of scoop it up. So whatever you have to do, think of just going around the back, like you're, I don't know, you're going into the back door of your best friend's house and you're going to sneak up and give her a present or something. You're going around the back, whatever you want to think of to help you remember that. So that's how to do it correctly. All right, go ahead and practice about between 5 and 10 rows of just garter stitch, which means just knit to the end, turn, and knit back to the end, and go until it feels a little bit comfortable, just so you get the hang of it, and then we're going to try purling before your brain gets too tired.